Join me today as I vibe code a favicon generator in the browser with no code in about 10 minutes. There'll be no editing, there'll be no retakes, there'll be no scripting of this video. This is real time as it is in the wild, as they say. Demonstration of what vibe coding is. So, just a little bit of background. Hey, I'm Craig Hewitt. I'm doing 100 days of AI every day for 100 days, showing an AI tool, process, methodology, and thing that I do in the AI world. And today we're talking about vibe coding a little bit. Vibe coding is kind of this concept of using LLMs and AI technology to code pieces of software and little tools often. It can be coding entire big, huge SaaS applications, but today we're going to build a very specialized tool, which is a favicon generator for my business at Castos. We're a podcast hosting platform, and we have websites that have favicons. So the favicon is this little bit right up here in the tab or the menu bar of the browser, and we want to create one. So here in Replit, Replit is a no-code AI kind of development tool, and you see we have a handful of tools here that we've created already, one of which was a video on this very channel about a week ago. What we're going to do is come in and create a new REPL, and it's asking me, hey, describe the app or website you want to create. I'm going to say I want to create a favicon generator. So I said, I want to create a favicon generator. This will allow the user to upload a logo to, and the product will create, and this app, I'll say, will create a favicon in transparent, white, and black backgrounds. Then allow the user to download that to their machine in a zip file. There'll be no database or persistent storage and no user login. Okay. And so we're just going to say go, right? And Replit is, there's kind of a lot of AI, I'm sure, behind the scenes saying like, hey, what is Craig really saying here? What does he really want? What do I interpret from this? And what can we do to help him out? So I understand you want to create a favicon generator that allows users to upload this stuff. While this is working, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to Google, which I don't do very often, favicon dimensions. So standard favicon includes 16 by 16, 32 by 30. Okay, so we're going to split the difference and call it 32 by 32. Favicon generator, file upload, PNG, image processing in multiple formats, 3 background image sizes. Oh, great, it's going to give me multiple image sizes. That's great. You know, that's the thing about AI is it often thinks of things that you might not think of. Zip file generation, direct download, image preview before processing. That's great. Progress indicators during processing. Okay, great. So, you know, it's going to create this without any kind of styling. So what I'm going to do, again, in the meantime, is go here to tempo.castos.com. This is where we have our style guide. It's public to everybody. You can go to tempo.castos.com and check this out. And what we have here are our kind of components that we have. And specifically, I want to have it reference the Castos logo. And so we'll see if we can get it from this URL. Cool. Okay. So it's saying, do you approve the plan? This is about what it'll look like. And I'll say, yes, I approve the plan. And so it's working. This is kind of a preview, but this doesn't work right now. So we can drag and drop. That's cool. PNG, JPEG, SVG. It's giving instructions. Oh, add HTML tags. Include the favicon links in your HTML head section. I don't know what that means. So I think that would be confusing to the users. Oh, okay. This is how to use it. Okay. Okay, fine. Cool. This is awesome. I would, have like a favicon generator by Castos, but that's fine. So this is still working. So you see up here, the agent is currently creating a fully interactive version. This is kind of the preview. So this is kind of like static version of the front end, and it's doing a bunch of stuff. So we have TypeScript over here. Cool. Favicon processor. So it took care of the dimensions for us, so we can cancel this or close this tab. Creating zip files here, that's cool. Now it's creating the upload section, so that's this drag and drop bit here. So I think that while this is working, I'll just say, like, this is a really great example of how you can take an idea. Literally, this was an idea from one of our team members on yesterday, in our team meeting, and I'm creating it today. We're going to have this on our website by tomorrow, probably, and a way for us to link from our product out to this as a free tool, because we found sometimes when people are creating their podcast websites, like I'll just show you my podcast website. So this is my podcast website. And it has the Castos favicon here, probably because I want it to, because it associates me with Castos, which is appropriate. But if I wanted to change this and I wasn't super tech savvy, I might go like, what the heck is a favicon? How do I know how to create this? What dimension should it be? Do I need to use something like Canva? In Canva, you can't download a transparent background on a free plan. So all these kinds of things, right? And so we're like, hey, I'm going to vibe code up this tool and we'll just link to it from within our application for folks to use. This is exactly how we all should be thinking about these kind of vibe coding tools, especially if you're not a developer, and especially if you're not a SaaS tool where you have to go develop a whole bunch of stuff. You can vibe code up your own little tool, pretty simple like this, use it as marketing like we're planning on doing, or just use it internally. Like say you have to do this thing a lot. A great example of how you can just take and build a little tool like this internally for you and your team to automate something that might have been done manually or with like code in the terminal or something crazy before. This is just to me, a really great example of like vibe coding and using a no-code tool like Replit to very quickly and easily create something that we can use. Cool. So it's, let's see, what's it done here? It's created the zip generator. It's created the upload section. It's created some sort of configuration file, preview, download. I think it's almost... Oh, we're using Google Cloud, cool, for storage, integration with app storage, and install dependencies. These are just like Node packages. Node.js is like the control center for a bunch of extensions that are already pre-built for front-end things. Front-end meaning like things in the browser. So this is like a upload thing, probably creating a database. I don't know why I told it not to create a database, but it probably needs to store these somewhere. I don't want to get to tell it like, hey, you don't need backend storage. But if you're going to run this like in production, you like don't want to have to deal with hundreds or thousands of people uploading their files here. You might be like, hey, don't have any kind of database. Just upload these to the browser locally, so it will never persist. You could do stuff like that. Cool. So it's almost done. Configured. So it's starting the application. It created a replit.md file, which is like a README. If you've ever seen kind of software in GitHub or anything, it's like, hey, this is what this application is about. And it says my app is not ready. The agent is working on it, but I think it's really close because it's refreshing this preview page over here. And this should be done here in just a minute. Okay, so you can see we have like a preview window. Favicon generate, create professional favicons in seconds, no login required, client-side processing. So we're missing the kind of icons here, which is fine. Took a screenshot, which is cool. And now it's going to create what's called a checkpoint in Replit. And this is like a Replit's version of version control, which is like, hey, if we go and do a whole bunch of stuff from here that really messes this up, we can kind of go back, right? It's like go back in time. It's like the undo button, like Command Z or Control Z. On your computer, it's like that for software. It's like, hey, go back 3 steps to where we know things weren't broken. Okay, cool. So my favicon is working perfectly. I test the application, and it does all the stuff that you want it to. So we can do this. So we can upload a file. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Okay, so it uploaded the file, giving us a preview of what it looks like here. Transparent, white, and black in all of these sizes. You know, just to test this, I'm going to ask it for just these 3 sizes, and I'm going to say generate. Cool. Okay, so transparent, white, and black. That all looks great. It has all of these files. It named them properly, and I'll say download. Cool. So download it to my computer. Let's see if I open this. You can't see this. Let's see if I can open. Can you see this? Okay, you can see this. Okay, so great. It works perfect. So let's see. Let's open this in the browser so you can see this. Cool. So that's what this looks like, and this is the black one. If we open the white one, it looks like this. Okay, so this all works perfect to me. What would I want to change? Let's see, I want to have the Castos logo up here. So let's just tell it to do that. And I say just like reference Castos in the footer. And we're already on the right page. Great. I'll upload the PNG version of our icon, of our logo, and that should replace this bit up here. And the only last thing I might do is, like, after it's done, I might have like a pop-up here to say, hey, if you want to start your podcast, check out Castos. So I'll just prep that prompt while this is working. Oh, great, we ran into an issue. This is fantastic. Okay, so let's see if it catches this issue and fixes it. Oh, okay, I think it did. Cool. Okay, so cool. Okay, great. Let's see. Castos favicon generator powered by Castos. Great. Privacy terms support. Cool. Okay. Okay, so now let's see. Let's add a call to action. So I'm saying once the user creates the favicon and before they've downloaded it, create a pop-up window that encourages the user to check out Castos and start their free 14-day trial. And I'll say use wording from castos.com as inspiration. Cool. Message queue. Okay, so maybe we did that before it was done, but I think this looks great. You know, this bit might confuse people, but that's fine. So what we did now is, you know, we are going to upload the file again. And then once we do, it should have a pop-up that says, hey, go check out Castos. So while that's working, I'm going to quickly kind of find the logo so you don't have to deal with that again. Gracious, where is it? Okay. I've just got the logo here in a little Finder window on my computer, and I'll test now the drag and drop the landing zone functionality of this. Vibe coding is something that's really kind of taken the internet by storm, I think, and is something that's empowered a lot of non-technical founders like me. I'm not a developer, to create little pieces of software like this, either, again, for marketing purposes or like full-blown SaaS applications, especially these kind of like AI wrapper products that, you know, you could imagine like, hey, this is a pretty simple thing, but if you spent, you know, we're going to spend 20 minutes today. If you spent an hour every day building an application and build little pieces at a time, you could have a fully functioning application in a couple of months, probably, without any coding experience. You just talk to a tool like this or something like Claude Code or Cursor, kind of the next two steps, not in that order. So Cursor would be the next step up from Replit, and Claude Code is kind of the epitome of dev tools where you use natural language to create software. Cursor is IDE, integrated development environment. And Cursor is something that lives in the terminal. So it's a really scary place to go if you're not a developer. So, you know, those are kind of the next steps. If you guys want to check out, like, you know, these more advanced vibe coding things, that would be it. I'll definitely be covering those in my 100 Days of AI series over the course of the next few weeks. But if you're like, I can't wait for you, Craig, to do a video on this, you know, go for it. Interestingly, both Cursor and Claude Code are what I would consider agents. So if you watch the Manus video, I think it would operate a lot. Those operate a lot more like Manus. And this is an agent too, right? This is like using language and doing things by itself. It's not just like ChatGPT where you ask something and it gives you something back. Cool. So I told it to go to castos.com for language and inspiration. It did that. It's got the language now. Hopefully, I'll create a compelling pop-up that encourages users to try our hosting platform. Cool. And just while it's doing this, once we're done, we'll just be able to deploy this, and it'll deploy it to the internet. And it costs like $1 a month or something. It's incredible, right? And then we could just like embed this on a page on our site, which is what we'll do. And if you want to see an example of that, I created this podcast name generator in Replit. And what it does is it takes like a description of what your podcast is about, kind of what kind of tone you want. And we capture email address, which is a really cool like marketing tip here. And then you can have it be like an alliteration or a rhyme or something. It sends this to ChatGPT and then emails you back the results. And this is like a whole SEO optimized page for creating podcast names. So we'll do something like this with our favicon generator. And just for y'all, like, create a page on your site, like, mysite.com/tools, and then have all those free tools, like engineering is marketing is what they would call it, listed underneath here. Cool. Okay, so this is all good. Favicon generator, good to go. I'm going to just drag in let me just make sure it's all done first. Cool. Created a checkpoint until we could roll back here. So if we're like, hey, this is garbage, like in the future, I want to roll back here, you could do this. And it's got all of this. So let's just try this. Great. Say not to create a black background version. Ooh, great favicon, ready to build something bigger. Limited time offer. Transform your brand into a revenue stream. You've just created a favicon for your brand. Now turn that brand into an income generating podcast with Castos. This is amazing, right? It kind of misses here. Just download the favicons or start your free trial. Like this is a bug, but I might leave it because this is like a dark pattern maybe. Joy, thousands of successful podcasters already using Castos. This is a win. This is a huge win. This is so cool. I would not have been able to come up with this, even with the designer, in 18 minutes that we've been working. And this is really the power of AI, no code, vibe coding tools like Replit. And so this is real time. You saw, I'm literally not editing any of this. I want you to see, because I think that's the problem with a lot of tutorials. It's like, hey, you do this and you do this, and then you have like the Mona Lisa. And you're like, no, man, there's a lot between here and there. But in this one, you actually see exactly the steps I take to go from zero to a working product that is on the internet and I can embed on my site just like this one. So this is vibe coding, a tool for your website with Replit. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Craig Hewitt. If you're enjoying all of the videos here in the 100 Days of AI series, please like, subscribe, smash the bell. If you want to use Replit, there's a link in the description below. Please check it out, and I will see you tomorrow.